Hey everybody, we're back. I had a couple days off this week, so I bought a bunch of trees at Menards, fruit trees, and my wife got some hazelnut bushes and stuff. So I need to cut wood at home because we heat our house with wood, but my four-wheeler's broken, so I can't get my log splitter around the woods, so I decided to come up here and plant these trees. We're going to be back, this is Monday, we're going to be back up Friday also, but I decided to take advantage of these 2 days, so I came up by myself and we're going to plant these trees. I got 3 peach trees, so that'll go in the peach tree plot in the very back, and I had 7 trees, so I had 1 cherry tree, so now we can call the cherry plot because now we got a tree in there. It's a cherry. And then we also have 3 apple trees, a Cortland, a Macintosh, and a Firestorm Honeycrisp. That sounds good. So Macintosh apples and Cortland apple trees are both really good pollinators from what I saw on the internet. They pollinate a lot of different kinds of apple trees. So I have Jonagold apples planted in my one orchard, actually both orchards. The one by the pond, that orchard has a Jonagold and a Macintosh, so that one's good. Those can pollinate each other, or the Macintosh can pollinate the Jonagold. Actually, I might have to pollinate the Macintosh because I don't think the Jonagold pollinates anything. I'll have to check on that. And the reason I bought Jonagold is because when I was in the produce department long time ago, we had a apple eating whatever. We tried to figure out which apples we liked the best, so we ate all of them and would write them on a piece of paper which one was best, and that was my favorite. So that's why I bought those kind. The orchard over by the pear plot, that one's 2 Jonagold, so I'm going to have to plant the Macintosh back there, and then the Cortland apple tree will go in the apple plot. I think it's called Cortland. Along with the other apple trees I've bought, which are like Honeycrisp. I have a few more. Frostbite apples, Honeycrisp, and some other things. So that Cortland will pollinate those trees. So we should be good to go there. But stay with us and we'll hook up the tractor and get everything put on the carryall and start planting these things. I really need to get this tractor shed done.
Above my brother, I'm saying it's fine. We smoked the screen to make it what it was to be. And I don't know it in our memory. And once I knew I was not magnificent.
back up, put these back in place while the implement is down. So it's got the weight on the ground. Tip it back a bit, so I'm going to put a bunch of trees on it. Now, if you notice that little gem, I fell into my ditch, and of course a rock hit the weakest point of the tractor the second day I had it, and it bent this. You can see how thin this metal is. Not cool, Kubota. Not cool. So hopefully I'm going to have my stepdad, he's a machinist, machine me a thick piece of metal. Now why you would have a weak point like that low on the tractor is beyond me. It should be up above the frame. It's bad design. Luckily, I didn't bend anything important. Not cool. I also don't like all these hoses out here on the side. I could see a stick coming across and hitting those if I wasn't paying attention.
fucked it, friend, it's on its head, it struck the street. You're in Milwaukee off your feet. And once I knew I was not magnificent.
All right, I think I got everything. It holds a bunch of stuff back there. What do we got? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 10 trees, 3 buckets, and all my digging tools. Now, we'll go inside here. You guys want to see inside the cabin? Kitchen, living room, bed, loft, TV, that's it. Oh, and I can hear the rain coming down. It better not rain. I didn't come all the way up here for it to rain. That deer right there was the first deer I saw on this piece of property. The very first deer. The very first night that I hunted. The very first time I hunted. Within an hour and a half, I shot that deer. In the middle. Pretty cool. Is he a monster? No, but he's a trophy for me. Anyway, while it rains, unbelievable. Let's see here. Right, this one. This is a pretty good book, but I'm gonna refresh myself on how to plant trees real quick. Okay, that little shower passed. I put my little stupid paper mache cover back on. I zip tied it. I lost 3 of the screws. I don't know when they fell off. I'm guessing it was even before it got hit by that rock. A rock came up and or actually my tire went down and the rock hit there. So I have that 1 screw left. I have to go to Menards, buy 3 more. I forgot to do that. So I zip tied it on. I'm zip tying parts onto my brand new tractor. So, not cool, Kubota. There shouldn't be any piece of metal on this tractor that I can bend by hand. I don't think. So, that's the first thing I found that I don't like. But anyway, we'll get started here. We're going to stop and take a look at my food plots by the pond that I planted a little over a week ago. And then we'll get in the back and start planting. This is the start of the trail that goes into the woods. So this was planted last spring. You can see how well the clover is coming up here. And this dirt looked really bad, I thought. I didn't think anything would grow. It just looked like kind of, I don't know, sandy clay. That's not right. It looked very tan, not black or anything, but you can see how well the clover did. So we'll go down along my trail to the pond and take a look at how that clover is coming up. Hopefully it's sprouting. I planted it it's Monday, and I planted it not just this last weekend, but the weekend before, I think Friday or Saturday. We'll go down there and take a look. It looks like it's just starting to come up. I can see the clumps of grass that didn't get flipped over or whatever. Those are growing good. This could be a nice croquet area. Yeah, it is starting to grow though. So that's good. Probably not the best place to put a nest. You guys hear that? Oop, there's a muskrat. Anyway, listen real carefully. Yeah, you can't hear shit other than animals. That's why we are moving up here.
Christmas night, clutch the light, the halo bright.
It had better not rain. Alright, well, it's starting to rain. I've been at it for, first I had to carry all 6 trees back there. The apple trees I'm doing first. But anyway, yeah, it's been about an hour. I only have 2 trees planted. I'm planting them in the woods, so it's really hard with all the roots and stuff. And I'll show you when I'm done, but I had to kind of pick and choose where I put them because I still have to get in here with the tractor and clean all this up. And I think I might have to use some of these dirt mounds to fill in holes. So I couldn't put them in front of the dirt mounds. And I also, the brushy spots, I have to cut lanes into those to let the deer in and out, because it's pretty much like a wall all the way around this food plot almost. And I don't want the deer to feel boxed in. I want them to be able to come and go as they please in different directions, so they use it you know, during the daylight and anytime, and they don't feel, like I say, boxed in. But some of the walls of brush and stuff will also make them feel safe too. Hopefully they will use it during the daylight because they feel like things can't see them in there and stuff. So it's kind of a fine line, I think. But anyway, it's not raining too hard, so I'm going to continue doing this, but I had to come back and put the camera away. So. Okay, I thought I was going to get it rained out there for a bit, but I got all the 6 apple trees planted. You can see the white tag of that one. Then the next one, that's a Honeycrisp, Cortland, Candy Crisp, Frostbite, Cortland, and another Frostbite. So you have to plant them at least 10 to 15 feet apart. The reason I did a Cortland here, and then it's between the Honeycrisp and then a Cortland there between the Frostbite, is because Cortland pollinates many different trees. Although I didn't see frostbite in the chart that I was looking at. I didn't see it at all, so I don't know if it pollinates that one, but I do know it pollinates like every other tree that they had in that chart. So I'm hoping it'll pollinate that, but I'll have to look on the internet for that. But anyway, I got the 6 trees planted. And what I meant before is that I'm gonna make an opening here. I gotta cut all the brush out so the deer can get through there. Then this is a nice wall. Then I'm gonna cut brush right there. So I got a tree right here, but I gotta cut the brush. So I didn't want the tree right in the way of areas where I might be picking up dirt with the tractor or cutting a couple logs and pulling them out for firewood. That area doesn't have much dirt. There's a tree there. I can grab dirt from here. And I gotta cut this area out so the deer can come in and out of there. I can get dirt from there. And then I'll have another area cut out over here, and my bedding is over there, so I expect the deer to come in through that area. So that's how I have it laid out, 6 trees. I think that should be good for apple trees back here. And the other thing I'm going to do is I have hybrid oak trees coming, and those are going to go between the apple trees. And they'll grow big and tall, and the apple trees will get sun from the south side, which is behind us. That's why I planted them on the north side of the plot, so they have good morning and daytime sun. West is this way, so all these trees should have plenty of sun so to reach their full potential. And then on this side, I plan on putting a tree stand somewhere. That's a little close. I like to put them a little bit farther back. So maybe this tree right here. And then my large 8x8 chalet stand is way back there for gun season. And you can shoot down this trail into this food plot for gun. And then I'm probably gonna be planting some stuff here. I haven't decided. Maybe a couple hazelnut bushes. Probably a chestnut tree, a Korean dwarf chestnut tree here. So, and I have a ton of tractor work to do. It's gonna take a long time. I'm gonna have to just go slow. It's not gonna get done in a day. I gotta remind myself that. We're gonna drop off the peach trees because I don't think I'm gonna get to those tonight, and leave them in the woods until tomorrow. So real quick, I went to go check my bedding area because the leaves are coming out, and I just want to see, kind of check on how it looks right now. But this right back here is the food plot we were just in putting apple trees. And you can see all the brush that I had the dozer guy push to this side. Well, all sides really. But the reason I did that was because if a buck is standing right here and he wants to check that food plot for does, he can't see them. He has to actually go and look and get in that plot. You know what I mean? He's got to get in close to see it, and that's what I wanted. And directly behind us is the bedding area. So the food plot right now is about 70 yards away. And if I turn around, here's my trail, and my bedding starts about 80 yards that way. So this trail, which runs east and west right here, would be a great ambush spot. I can put a mock scrape and a mock rub right here, and maybe even make a little watering hole somewhere off to the side. I know there's a wet spot here, but I want to actually fix that with the tractor someday so that I don't have wet spots on the trail. But I just wanted to just show you that, why I did that, why it's thick like that. A deer cannot see into that food plot from here. He has to get right in close and hopefully within bow distance of your tree stand. And I'll put a tree stand within a bow shot of an opening that I'm going to cut right there into the food plot. And I expect the deer to start getting a trail beat down right to that spot where I cut in from the bedding. All right, well, it's raining again. I'm dropping off the peach trees back in the peach plot, so it can officially be named the peach plot. I got 3 of them, 2 contender peaches and 1 bounty peach. So that's what we're doing now. And then I think we're gonna be done. I'm gonna leave my tools back there. Hopefully I can plant these tomorrow. I wanted to get this all done today so I didn't have to get all dirtied again and then drive back home, but we'll see how it goes. I might leave them until Friday, because we'll be back Friday. It's a Monday today. But yeah, I'll probably plant them. So anyway. So you're probably wondering about all these logs back there. We cut those down in the, well, it was spring, but it was 2 feet of snow on the ground. And I didn't have this tractor with the grapple yet. So I just left it for when I did get this. So it's, I think it's dried up enough on this trail that I can get in here and grab those and put them in a pile. Those big ones back there, I think I'm going to use for saw logs. I got an Alaskan sawmill, so I think I'm going to cut a couple boards with that. And there's a couple big ones off to the right there too. And then the rest will be firewood. So anyway, it's just another project.
You fucked it, friend, it's on its head, it struck the street.